Greetings, everyone. It's the gardening snail of Livingston, California. Dog parks, council members' meals and travel, and a few other agenda items. It's the September 3rd, 2019 Livingston, California City Council meeting recap. Today we're going to do a very quick recap of what turned out to be one of the shorter meetings at the City Council. First off, the closed session items. It was the usual nothing to report out of closed session report. So that's guys, it's going to just keep on keeping on until we finally get a report out about what they finally decide. Under announcements and reports, Supervisor Rodrigo Espinoza made a report about some things going on in Planada, veterans buildings across the county, people complaining about the general plan in Livingston once upon a time, the Highway 99 widening project, and more. I do have a separate video available, which I will link up to here. City staff announcements and reports. There were short reports by the police department, fire department, and recreation department. I can make a video if enough of you out there would like to see those specific reports separately. The city manager announcements and reports. It covered mainly the main street traffic that has been impacted by the roundabout construction, and also a brief discussion about where our next mural may go. There is a separate video available for the city manager's report. Under city council members and mayor's announcements and reports, there were a couple of short reports by council member Aguilar and Mayor Samra. I don't have a separate video of that yet, but if you'd like one, I can make one. Under citizens' comments, there were a few people who asked about a dog park and said there was a real need for one. The city manager replied that there had been plans for a dog park at Lucero Park, but the neighborhood had signed a petition against it. There was some discussion about forming a committee to figure out where would be a good place for a dog park in the future, and also putting it on the agenda for the next Recreation Commission meeting. There was also a question about the city's reimbursement policy for the costs of sending council members out of state for conferences, and what benefit the committee got from those expenditures. After all, if it cost a couple $1,000s to send somebody there, what did we get from it, was the question. Mayor Samra responded by saying they would look up the reimbursement policy and that there is a budget for council travel and expenses. He mentioned One Voice and League of California Cities as examples of some of the conferences and meetings council members attend, and that there is always a report after the event. In my opinion, the part that got lost during this discussion is the if it cost a couple $1,000s to send somebody there, what did we get from it part. In other words, tell us what financial benefit did Livingston get from sending council members to these things? What specific grants or other help to the city and its residents did we receive? It's not enough to say, I went to this conference and attended that discussion panel. Tell us exactly how Livingston benefited by sending you members of the council there. Better yet, show us a flyer, a PowerPoint presentation, something that lists out point by point what the residents of this city get in return for footing the bill for your airfare, meals, and 4-star hotel stays. I mean, is that really too much to ask? As for the consent agenda, items 1, 2, and 3 were adopted. So that was the warrant register, that was increasing Arts Recreation Commission terms from 2 years to 4 years, and the resolution about who's responsible for signing checks with the new bank that Livingston's banking with. Item number 4, the resolution to transfer funds from the general fund to the recreation fund to cover a budget shortfall, was tabled until the 9/17/19 council meeting. The resolution establishing the terms for the Parks and Recreation Arts Commissioners so that all the terms don't expire at the same time was also adopted. If you have any comments or questions, let me know in the comment section below this video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're notified when future videos are uploaded. And as always, thank you so much for watching.